A big thing I've noticed with a lot of left-wing political commentators,
showtime, folks,
is that they try to speak to MAGA, your average MAGA person who voted for Trump, like they know what they're talking about.
The odd thing about that is, from what I've seen, is that the MAGA supporters generally tend to be more informed on the issues than the liberals do. Hey, but what do I know? Just an old guy, right?
Flashback.
I'm a feminist, and I don't hate men.
Okay, so you are a self-described feminist. What is a woman?
Why do you want to know?
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
No. Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
End of flashback.
With these MAGA people, you have to speak to them like you're talking about like a reality TV show or a video game or religion.
Bro, doesn't even know what he's even talking about. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
You can't really talk about politics with them because they don't understand the nuance. They don't care about logic and reason.
They can't understand the nuance, logic, and reason. I don't know. Let's check it out. See what happens.
You don't believe in science. You don't believe in experts. You don't believe in research. You don't believe in data.
With all due respect, Representative, your party can't define what a woman is. So please don't talk to me about science.
Fatality.
So all the language the left uses, that would have worked probably 30 years ago when Republicans actually cared about policy and they thought of politics as politics.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
But it doesn't really work anymore. Now we have to sort of take the nuance of a political idea or an argument, we have to repackage it, dilute it into a shining pile of crap that they can digest and understand, and they'll like that. They like to eat that shiny crap because they understand it.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
You mean so you have to try to package your crappy ideas to make them sound intelligent and good when they're actually not? Yeah, no thanks, I think I'll pass.
You in favor of my body, my choice?
Yes. Oh, wait for it. Wait for the logic. Wait for the logic to hit. Here it comes.
What about vaccine mandates? Pence? Are you my body, my choice?
Absolutely.
Well, what about vaccine mandates?
That is a public health issue versus a personal health issue.
What about the health of the baby?
That isn't a baby.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Fat bitches need to shut up, bro.
The only reason why they say it's not a baby because they know if they acknowledge that it's a baby, and they actually have to acknowledge that they're killing human life. That's why you see the change in language, but I digress.
Even though that's a heartbeat, we all in favor of my body, my choice.
Yeah?
What about vaccine mandates?
Yeah, more or less.
So you don't get to choose the vaccines, or you can choose with a dead baby?
Run.
You guys can answer a simple question? Please get away. Oh, I'm so scared, bud.
Are you a big man? Pop! I'm talking to you!
I don't know if the fake news will cover this, but abortion is murder.
Fact.
Abortion is murder. You're disgusting. Are you in favor of my body, my choice?
Absolutely.
They are going to fall into the trap. There isn't a logical consistency with these people.
What about vaccine mandates? Are you in favor of vaccine mandates?
This is not going where we want it to. You got me. That's what we're saying. This is religious extremism in action.
You don't think it's killing babies?
You don't give a shit about the babies once they are born.
You say you're my body, my choice, but you like vaccine mandates? It's funny you carry around a sign that says hypocrisy because you are a hypocrite.
I will make that hypocrisy hurt.
Signs that say hypocrisy. Are you guys in favor of my body, my choice?
Yes.
What about vaccine mandates?
I mean, well, that's so true.
I never thought of it that way before.
The light bulb went off. She actually got it. We got one. We got one, guys. Hope is not lost. We got one.
Guys, get this. Kamala Harris is actually legally allowed to reject the certification of Donald Trump.
No, this is the first I've heard of it.
Wait a minute. Aren't these the same people 4 years ago that said Mike Pence didn't have the authority to block the vote? I don't know. I am old, right? I am Gen X. So I don't know if my memory serves me well. I can almost guarantee that they said Mike Pence didn't have the authority to block the vote.
Because of his January 6th insurrection, legal experts wrote in an op-ed for The Hill that the certification of Trump's election could be legally rejected because of the very little used oath-breaking insurrection clause of the 14th Amendment in the Constitution.
Anybody else believe in experts nowadays? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody in here? It's just me in here. But no, nobody's believing experts.
Ridiculous bullshit.
They say that the evidence pointing to Trump's role in the January 6th Capitol riot is overwhelming, and Democrats must stop him from taking office by blocking the election certification process.
You know what's weird about that January insurrection? What insurrection in history was ever carried out without the use of firearms and violence, excessive violence? Now granted, there were rioters at the Capitol, but it was a riot. A handful of rioters, not insurrectionists. Insurrectionists don't leave their firearms in their cars and in their homes to carry out the insurrection.
The clause basically states that if you've taken an oath of office before and you engaged in insurrection, then you're disqualified from holding office again. I said word. The Supreme Court basically didn't have enough evidence to say that Trump is an insurrectionist, if you will, but Kamala Harris can still legally block the certification process of Trump.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
And then she will replace Trump as president. The chances of this actually happening are pretty slim due to Democrats' respect for democracy and the democratic process.
You mean the party that kicked out the sitting president, had no primary process whatsoever, and then installed their nominee? You mean those people that believe in democracy? Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's still fun to have hope.
Beta!
Fun fact, because Kamala Harris is the Vice President of the United States, if she is still Vice President of the United States, on Election Certification Day, she, as the leader of Congress, will certify the votes for the election she just won.
The answer is hell no.
Kamala Harris, the first BIPOC female president of the United States, will certify the votes for her own election. Happy, happy, happy Thursday.
This is the liberal version of QAnon.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
Guys, it's happening. Donald Trump is going to lose. All the early polling looks fantastic. In Pennsylvania, over 400,000 ballots cast. And Ohio's looking fantastic right now. Every swing state, we are seeing numbers like we have never seen before. People are coming out in such huge numbers. He's going down as one of the biggest losers in history. He might cost the Republicans the Senate, and possibly the House at the moment from what we're seeing in Pennsylvania. You know, if Trump's going down, he's pulling the whole Republican Party down with him. Can you imagine what's going to happen to this man when he realizes he lost to a woman of color? Can you imagine what the Republican Party is going to think when this happens as well? And when they see that abortion rights do get codified, if they see that there's such pushback against the Republican Party, the stain of what they did with overturning abortion is just going to be there for the Republican Party forever. It's going to take them years to pull out of this. And both times, he should have won, right? He should have won in 2020. He should have won now in 2024. But the dude can't keep it together long enough. He's such an egomaniac. It's ridiculous to me. Guys, don't be scared. Just get your friends out the vote. There is way more of us than there is of them. And that's the truth.
Wrong.
And in the end, Donald Trump's legacy is truly going to be being the biggest loser of all time. But go get your friends out to vote. Don't be scared. There's more of us, okay? It's gonna happen.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!